Hey, Lindsay, how are you?
Hello, Michelle. I'm feeling fantastic today. How is your summer day going?
I don't know if you're experiencing the heat wave.
Well, yes, it has been super hot. It's been a hot summer here in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you too on the East Coast?
It's been I would use the word unbearable.
That's a good word. It's a good word.
Yeah, I would use that word to describe it. I don't want to be outside. I get very I think on a recent episode I mentioned that I get very it's hard. Wait, I saw something that said, "I'm sorry for what I said when it was 90 degrees." I saw that on a
Yeah.
sign,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
me. So I
Yeah.
can't.
Okay.
I,
Well,
I can't. I can't. I can't do it.
we'll
Stay
keep you off
away
the
from
podcast
me.
when it gets hot in that case. We'll keep you off the
Yeah, yeah,
podcast.
exactly. Well, I'm in the AC, so that's okay. But okay, but the weather has been a little disappointing because I just want to be outside and enjoy. Lindsay, has anything happened to you recently that was disappointing?
Oh, disappointing. Yeah, I mean, I guess a few weeks ago we did have some rain when I was hoping to host some friends over and do a picnic in the park, and it rained, and all the other days it was nice. So I was
Mm,
disappointed. Yes.
disappointed. You were excited for something, and the
Yes.
weather got in the way. That is
The
that is
weather got in the way.
disappointing.
Yes.
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 So today we are going to answer a listener question about a couple of words dealing with
Uh-huh.
this feeling. But first, we want to share. We did a Spotify poll.
Yes.
Uh, in a recent episode, it was episode 2222.
Mhm.
Lindsay, you remember this episode? It was, do you have a personal
Yes.
language trademark?
This was so fun, guys. If you missed it, go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
We asked you, we talked about our own personal trademarks. I
Yes.
tend to say I love it or I love that. That's my trademark, but we wanted to know if you guys also have a trademark in English or in your native language. And Michelle,
Right.
what were the results of this poll?
So the question was, do you have a personal trademark, like Lindsay said? And 54% of you said yes, and
Oh,
48% of you said no. So about half and half.
yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. So if you don't have one, start to think what could it be in English? That would be a sign of really moving into fluency, Michelle, wouldn't it?
Definitely. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Okay, so should we get
Yeah.
going with the listener question? This is a good one.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So this is from YouTube. And guys, don't forget that we have an amazing YouTube
Yes.
channel. So if you prefer to watch this on video, Michelle and I are here smiling at each other, waving. You can
Yes.
actually catch this on our YouTube channel as well. All right. All these episodes
Mhm.
are over on YouTube now. Just go to YouTube and type in All Ears English, hit subscribe. This is from user UI8VK and more letters. So and they said, "Hi, could you please explain what are the differences between bummer and whammy? What are some of the other ways to express being frustrated or
Mm.
disappointed or how one feels when things don't turn out as expected?"
Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
good one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's a really good one, right?
Yeah. So, Lindsay, let's start with whammy. Do you say whammy?
I really don't. I know the phrase double whammy,
Right. Right.
right? That's the only thing that comes to mind. And I suppose we're going to talk about that, but it's really not a big part of my repertoire. Michelle, what about you?
Same. I think perhaps it's more used in British English.
Oh, maybe.
But I
Hmm.
don't know for sure though. So, guys, if you are living in the UK or have some knowledge on this, let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we say double whammy, which is kind of basically when two bad things happen, like one bad thing happens and then another thing, and you might say, "Wow, double whammy." So
Yeah. Yeah.
it does make sense to tie this along with bummer. But we're going to talk more about bummer today, and
Oh,
we're going to
fun.
talk about other ways, as our listener asked, to express this disappointment. So
Yeah.
let's get
And
into yeah.
bummer couldn't be more common, right? So
Yes.
whammy's not common, so don't stress too much about that. We
Yeah.
might talk more, but the point is bummer, right? Pay attention today
Bummer.
how all the ways that we use this word. It's a
Yeah.
bummer. What a bummer. Let's get into it. I'm excited.
Yeah. So right, exactly. So this is, as Lindsay said, it's pretty common, pretty useful, and I even think way back we may have done an episode about it, but I
Maybe.
could not find it. But
Uh-huh.
you could. So here you go. You could say it by itself, or you could add to it. So this goes along
Mhm.
with what Lindsay was just mentioning, hinting at. So you could say something like, "Oh no, I dropped my sandwich. Bummer." Right?
That is a real bummer.
Yes, yes.
Or
Well, oh well. Do you do the 5 second rule, Lindsay?
oh, yeah. Well, at home I do. I don't know about on the city streets of Denver. If I go to get an ice cream, for example,
Yeah.
no. But you often you see kids getting ice cream and, they'll come right out of the ice cream shop and they'll drop their I'm sure you
I've
have
been there. I've
experienced
been
with
there.
but usually kids wouldn't have that vocabulary level, right, at a young age, but do you think that as the parent, "Oh, what a bummer," right?
Yeah. Well, just
Yeah.
yesterday, I took my son and daughter to this new ice cream store because I'm in a new area, so I wanted to try a new place. And it was so cute there, and I got them
Oh.
all ice cream. But the great thing is they had prizes for the kids. So they spun a wheel, and my son
Oh,
actually
fun.
won a book about how to make balloon animals and a bunch of
Ah,
balloons. And so he was so distracted and he
yeah.
couldn't stop playing with it. The whole ice cream melted. And he kept on saying, "Oh, he'll have it in a little." And then it was totally melted.
Oh, no.
And I just threw it out because he said, "Oh, can we bring it home?" And I said, "It's all melted." So I threw it away. And then later he said, "But I didn't even get any ice cream."
Oh, he didn't think
So
about that it was gonna melt. Oh,
right, he didn't think
no.
ahead. So yeah,
That's so
what a
cute.
bummer.
What
Yeah,
a
that's
bummer.
that's something that wouldn't happen to an adult.
For sure, for sure. So saying, "What a bummer,"
What a
like, for
bummer.
example, if you invite your friend to a party, you can't come? What a bummer. I was
Yeah.
really hoping you'd be able to come, okay?
Right. Or you could say that's a bummer. That's
That's a bummer,
true.
what a bummer, or just bummer, okay?
Bummer. Yeah, Lindsay, do you think it's kind of informal or what would you
I do.
say?
I think it's quite informal. It's quite
Same.
informal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um
I wouldn't say if I were a salesperson and taking a client out to a sales lunch and they say, "I'm sorry, but we've decided to go with another provider." I wouldn't say, "What a
No,
bummer."
bummer. Oh,
No, no,
bummer.
no,
That
no,
would
no.
almost sound sarcastic or
Yeah.
belittling,
No,
right?
no, no,
Oh,
no, no.
bummer,
This
right?
is
It
this is
just
informal English. Yeah, for sure.
right. And you also wouldn't use this for extreme things like a death in
No.
the family.
No, 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 no.
Like,
This
oh,
is
my grandma died. Oh, bummer. You
uh,
wouldn't. This
no,
is
it's too
for
yeah.
small things that disappoint you, make your life inconvenient or difficult in some way, but nothing too serious.
Yeah, this is really for trivial things, right? Somewhat trivial things. I think you said it well. Inconveniences, disappointments. There's a zone, there's a type of thing that this applies to, but definitely big items like death in the family, disease. Say you get news about a parent having a certain disease, not the right time to say that. Okay. Too trivial for sure.
Yeah. Talking about a war.
Yeah. Oh, we went to war with XYZ country. Bummer. No, no,
No,
no.
no, 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 no. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for
No.
that. So that's if you walk away from this episode with one thing, just remember that, right? That don't use it for extreme things.
That's
Um,
funny.
so for example, for me, a bummer, a few months back, I lost my mail key. And
Mm.
that oh my gosh, I'm on a roll. I also lost my credit card.
Oh, Michelle, you're just losing everything these days.
Well, here's the issue with the credit cards. I don't know if you use Apple Pay, Lindsay.
Yeah, sometimes I do actually.
I use it whenever I can. And so if I need my credit card, so it's happened a couple times where then I've realized, oh, I actually need my credit card. I can't use
Yeah,
Apple Pay and I go
right.
for it and it's not there. So I just got
Yeah,
my second new credit card. So what a bummer. I got to keep it together.
gotta keep it together. Oh, man. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back and talk about more examples, right? Other
Yes.
things we can say just like
Yes.
this. Okay, so other ways to say the same thing.
Mhm.
So, oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I left my coat at work. Oh, man. Now I have to go back and get it. I say this. Do you? Do you say
Yeah.
this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Or that's rough. So that's more something you would say to somebody else, right? If you're responding to
Yeah.
something they're going through. Oh man, you have to oh no, not oh man. You have
Oh,
to work
man.
30 days in a row. That's rough.
Yeah. Or that's a shame, or what a shame.
Mhm.
This could be to someone else or to yourself. For example, you can't make it. Oh, that's a shame. I was really looking forward to showing you the new space.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
how do these help us with connection? Because I think these are
Mm.
great for connection skills.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, it's always good when if we're empathizing to use this
Yeah.
to empathize. That would be the first connection skill here, I
Yeah.
think, with what a bummer or such a bummer or that's a shame.
That's rough.
Something
Yeah.
unfortunate happened to someone else, and
Yeah.
you say you're responding when they tell you that, right? You
Yeah.
have to say something. You can't just say, let's say they, I don't know, maybe what could be something trivial like their car, their
My dog is sick. Well, that's not trivial. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah.
sorry, dog owner.
There's a lot. There's a fine line. I am a
My
dog owner, so be careful.
I know, I'm sorry. That was yeah, you have to think about
My
okay,
dog is my child.
I wasn't thinking about an extreme sickness.
Yeah.
My
Just a little,
my
yeah.
dog my dog's collar ripped off. I don't
Sure.
know.
Okay. Yeah, that could work, right? So, oh, what a bummer. I'm sorry. Where did you, where'd you get the collar? Or I don't know. I don't know. I'm having a hard time coming up with an idea here. But the point is, it's
Yeah,
used to empathize, right? To
right.
say something. You can't just say, oh, you
No.
can't just receive the information when someone tells you that. You have to say something, right?
Right. Yes, exactly. I mean, you could also say, "Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that." That would be more formal. So we need these more conversational ones that just really show that you're human, that you're really caring about what the person says.
Definitely, 100%. Let's show our listeners in a role play, shall we?
Let's do it. Okay,
All
here
right.
we go.
We're friends,
So,
right?
yes.
Yeah. Mhm. And I am telling you about my experience at the mall. Okay. Here we go. So, I found the perfect jeans, but they were $400.
Whoa.
Yeah, what a bummer, right?
Yeah. So, what did you do?
Well, I wasn't going to get them, but then I found a coupon online for 60% off. But then it was expired.
Oh no.
Yeah, what a shame.
Definitely. That's rough.
Oh man, $400 jeans? That would be hard to fork over. $400 for a pair of jeans, Michelle. Don't you think?
Some people do. You know,
Some
it's
people
interesting. Some
do.
people spend a lot on jeans and things
Yeah,
like that, and they can last for a while.
sure.
And some people spend. I do not have a $400 pair of jeans.
Me
I
neither.
don't.
Me neither. So this is a good example, right? It's a bummer. It's somewhat trivial, but it still meant
Yeah.
something to me. And so I'm empathizing with you, right? Or vice versa. So first I said, yeah, what a bummer, right? You know?
Right. Right. So you're saying about your
About
own.
myself actually.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
own situation. But then, and then here, I wanted to. This is a little bonus one. I just said, "Oh no, that's another way." That's
Ah,
yeah, that's what I meant with that
okay.
note. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so but then it was expired. And so instead of saying, "Oh, too bad," or "What a shame,"
Yeah.
right? Here I'm just having this more visceral reaction. I say, "Oh
Sure.
no," right? So you can do that as well
Yeah.
for those more informal things as yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't wanna repeat again, "Oh, what a bummer," because I said, "What a bummer," right?
Mhm, mhm.
Right? And then, "Oh, yeah, what a bummer." No, try something new, try something different. And it kind of
Yeah.
really it when you say that with the right kind of tone of voice, "Oh, no," it means you've really been listening.
Yeah.
People can tell,
Yeah.
right? You're right there
Right.
with the
And you really
person.
feel it, right? You really feel it. Oh
Yeah.
no. Right?
Yeah, yeah, it's just maybe that could be another episode. I'm not sure what it would be about using your tone of voice to really fully
Mm.
empathize in different situations. And you're like along for the ride with the person. And then
Yeah.
I found the jeans, but then I found a coupon, but then it was expired. And
You're
oh
right.
no, right?
Ah, right. Those
There's a
little
fluency,
interjections.
yeah, there's a fluency skill there for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what'd you say, Michelle?
Well, then you said, "Yeah, what a shame."
Yeah. Yes. And then you said, "Definitely, that's rough." Okay. So, no good news on the jeans there. But
No.
what about for connection? This is good news for connection because
Goodness.
life has a lot of ups and downs,
It
right?
certainly does, and they can be big things or small things, or but we want to really be there for people, even for the small things, and just
Yeah.
showing little, sprinkling in little moments of connection can really go a long way.
Little moments of connection, exactly. And using your tone of voice in a way that makes sense and
Hmm.
is kind of commensurate with what has happened And
Mhm.
using the right words is what it's all about for human connection, guys. All right.
Yep.
Good
Yep.
stuff, guys. If you love our value of connection, not perfection, and our style of showing you how to connect in every moment using English, hit the follow button, right, Michelle? We are looking for, to bring the world into All Ears English. So tell your friends and hit follow.
Okay, awesome. All right, Lindsay, thank you so much for chatting today. And guys, we'll see you in the next one.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.